Hi, welcome to Jolou Yoga. I'm Jo. Your flow today will be working into opening into the front body, creating some length there, and also at the same time strengthening into the back body, taking a few back bends in different poses. We'll have a few twists in the class and opening into the hamstrings. Go at your own pace. If you need to, just hit the pause button, take any pose out that isn't suitable for you today. We'll start the class standing, and we'll start by chanting Om 3 times. Why do we chant Om at the start of a class or at the end of a class? We do it as a way of showing respect and reverence to the yoga practice, to invite some integrity and focus to our class, to our yoga practice. It can bring you into a deeper state of mindful, physical and emotional awareness. So as you chant, your vibrations of your vocal cords send a message to your vagus nerve. The vagus nerve largely looks after your nervous system, and so that will then send a message to your nervous system to tell you to go to a place of rest and digest. So creating a nice sense of calm. The same would happen if you were to hum, or when you take any yogic breathing, your Ujjayi pranayama, that same thing happens, a message from the vagus nerve to your nervous system. So just a little brief explanation as to why we chant Om. And if you'd like to join me, we're going to chant in 3 syllables today, Ah, U, So meet me at the top of your mat standing. Before we chant, let's just bring the feet together and the hands together. Close down the eyes a moment and take a nice big breath in. And exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through your nose, again lifting the chest. Exhale, roll the shoulders down, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, soften the jaw, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Final round. Inhale. Exhale. If you're joining me to chant Om, take a nice long breath in. Breathing in. Final round. Take a breath in. Natural flow of breath takes over. Release the hands to your sides into Tadasana, palms facing forward. Notice how you feel after you're chanting. Allow the shoulders to come away from the ears. Find length into your neck. Ground into all 4 corners of your feet and lift up through the kneecaps. Lengthen down through the back body. Opening the eyes. Take your feet hip width distance and take a little bend into your knees. Bring your hands interlaced behind your head. Let's take a few rounds of standing cat and cow. So inhale, find an extension of the spine. Send the tailbone back. Lift your chest, elbows wide. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, the elbows close. Inhale, lift the chest, elbows wide, tailbone back. Exhale, send your spine back, round the elbows meet, chin to chest. Inhale, opens you. Exhale to close. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open. Sing breath to move and exhale. Now bring the spine up and let your hands hang either side of you. Let's roll the shoulders forward, really exaggerate it, and let your arms just swing a little heavy like ragdoll. Then take a small bend in your knees and turn your torso to the left. Roll the spine down. You can tuck your chin to your chest. Roll it down until your hands get closer to the outside edge of your left foot. Hold it there a moment. Shift through center. Keep the shoulders weighing forward, the arms weighing heavy. Stay through center. And then take it to the right, outside edge of your foot. And round the spine back up, right side. Keep the shoulders weighing heavy forward, through center. Turn to the right again, chin to chest. Roll the spine down to the outside edge of your right foot. Shift through center. Pause a moment there. And then to the left. Keep the arms weighing heavy and round the spine up. Back through center all the way to standing. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Gaze up to your thumbs, your drishti is there. Keep all this length of the torso and take your forward fold. Inhale, lift your spine halfway. Exhale, refold. Inhale, lift on up halfway. Neck is long here. Exhale, refold. Lift halfway on your inhale. Step your feet back to downward facing. Keeping the feet hip width distance, your hands hip width. Press into your finger pads. Come high onto all 10 toes. Stay high on your right foot and exhale, bend into that right leg as you lower your left heel any amount. Come high on the left leg, straighten into the right. Bend into your left leg and lower your right heel any amount. So stay high on the left toes, left leg is bent. High on both feet, straighten both legs. Bend the right leg, lower left heel. Lift the left heel, straighten both legs, stay high on the left toes, bend the left leg, lower right. And then take your feet as wide as your mat and a little closer towards you, towards your hands. Start shifting your hips and weight over to the right, so more weight into the right foot. Maybe you come onto the fingertips of the left hand. And then lower the left hand back down, shift the hips and weight to the left now, so more weight into the left foot, and come up onto your right fingertips if that's available to you. Set the palm down, take the feet back and hip width distance. Take a breath in, exhale, lower to your shins. Keep the arms shoulder width distance and walk your hands further away from you. Begin to lower your chest any amount towards the mat. Some of you may want to take hold of the top of your mat and use that to pull. Maybe setting your knees a little further back behind the hips and reaching the chest forward and down. You could bring the forehead down, opening into your armpits, see how that feels. See if you can create a little tug of the tailbone so that you feel this stretch happening into the upper back rather than into the lower back. And then lower to your forearms, shift your hips forward, lower to your hips. Untuck the toes. You can keep the feet as wide as the mat, but we're bringing the left forearm parallel to the short edge and then crossing the right forearm in front of that. Now, for some of you, this may already be enough. If you want more of a stretch in your upper back, start walking the hands away from each other until you meet your point of resistance. And then you could just rest your chin a little on your arm. Now we're actively pressing into the forearms and the hands and trying to spread those shoulder blades apart. So really getting into the thoracic spine here and opening up into the back area there. Notice how it feels. Allow your breath to be nice and fluid. If you're met with tightness, don't hold the breath. Breathe. And then bring them back in again. And we switch the cross. This time the right forearm is closest to the left forearm in front of that. And then you just walk the hands away from you as much as your body allows you. Meet your resistance, meet your edge, and stay there. Tuck the chin a little, maybe rest on your arm. Actively pressing down into the forearms and the hands so that you invite the shoulder blades apart. Feeling the belly pushing into the mat on your inhales. And then bring the arms back again. Taking a baby cobra, set your hands alongside your chest. So not under the shoulders, alongside your chest. And now pressing into the tops of the feet and squeezing the glutes without lifting the head with me. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and roll the shoulders down your spine. With as little weight as you can into your hands, lift your chest up a little for baby cobra. You can keep your chin tucked slightly here. Keep breathing. So very little weight into the hands, just using the back muscles, but not just the low back and the glutes. The activation of your rhomboids, but bringing the shoulder blades together and down the spine. Use an exhale to lower, rest on one ear for a moment. Now we take it a little stronger. Face the mat, lift your head, shoulder blades together down the spine, and now use some weight into the hands to lift yourself a little higher. Squeezing the glutes. Lower it back down, rest on the other ear. Back through center, one more. So you can do the first one, the baby cobra, hardly any weight in the hands. The second one with weight in the hands, or if you wanted to, take it upward facing dog, shift your hands even further back. Lift the chest, lift the hips and thighs. So whichever pose you've taken, activate the back body. Keep breathing. And then set the shins down. Everybody find a tabletop position. From your tabletop with your fingers spread, the only part we're activating is the upper back. So my shoulder blades, I press them apart and then I bring them together. The arms stay still. So it's just the chest lowers to the mat and then the upper back rises away. Okay. So with the hands down, let's lower the chest, just the upper part. And then spread the shoulder blades apart. Lowering the chest again, the shoulder blades come together. So retracting and protracting, send them apart. Keep moving in and out of these two. Again, keep the arms nice and straight and strong. Just activating the upper part of your spine and the shoulders and all the muscles around that area. Excellent. Your final round. And then take your hands forward, send your hips up and back, find a downward facing dog again. We'll take one that's a little shorter and a little wider. So option one, you can stay as you are. Option two, you can take a twist. Look to your left leg and bring your right hand anywhere outside that leg. Then take hold and use that as a little leverage to pull yourself under. Pulling yourself under the armpit. Check that your hips didn't shift to the left with you. See if you can keep them through center. And then set your right hand down. Stay in your down dog or twist to the right. So look to your right leg. Left hand comes anywhere outside it, maybe even towards the ankle. Use that as leverage to twist your torso and gaze under the armpit. Keeping the hips through center, steady, calm breath. And then return your left hand to the mat. Return your feet back and to hip width distance, normal downward facing. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Belly is soft. Exhale, tighten it up. Get high on both feet on your inhale. Now round your spine, press away from the mat. Bring your right thigh to your chest and then step it forward and lower to your back shin. Your hands are framing the front foot. Option to keep the front heel down or option to lift up. If you decide to lift the heel up, round the spine, so round the shoulders forward. So you're high on the ball of your right foot. 1 breath in. On your exhale, set the heel down, send the hips back. You can walk your hips back as you lift your toes for half splits, pulling this right thigh back. Keep a bend in that leg if you need it, and then reach the fingers forward and away from you as you fold for your half splits. Inhale brings you forward again, back to that lunge position. Heel down or heel up if you lift it round the spine. Really press the spine up and away. Set the heel down, hips back, lift the toes, fold forward, half splits. So you can move in and out of these two poses, or we could take it up just 1 notch. Come forward again to lunge. Only this time the back knee can stay down or it can be lifted. If you choose to lift it, drive the heel back away from you so you activate into your quad. Front heel can be down or lifted. Round the spine if you're lifting. Then sit the heel down. Either you send the hips back to half splits or you send them back for long pyramid, folding over the front leg. Come forward again, lunge, back knee lifted or lowered, activate into the back leg, front heel lifted or lowered. Round the spine if you're lifting. Heel down, hips back, half splits or pyramid. Come forward again to a lunge and lower your back knee. Taking revolve side angle. So here comes our nice twist. First one, hand to your thigh, right hand to the thigh. Lift your left arm up and reach over to the right. So you find some space in that side body and then twist it over. Hook the arm outside the thigh, bring your palms together. You use your hand, your right hand on your thigh as leverage to bring you into the twist. When you eventually meet in your twist, your hands come together, you're rolling your right shoulder back, drawing the belly in, finding more space and length, still breathing, inhaling, exhaling. Unwind from your twist. Either your hands come down or you keep them to your heart as you heel toe your front foot a little further out to the edge of your mat for balance. Then engage your inner thighs and rise. Now find some space. Allow your back heel to reach back, lengthen into the back body, lengthen into the back thigh. And then finding a subtle twist here. Your right hand comes to either your left hamstring or outside the leg. Left hand comes outside your right thigh. Now before you twist anymore, gaze forward and down, hold your gaze, tighten your core and very slowly twist your torso and your gaze towards the right side, rolling the right shoulder back, using the press of the hands against the thighs, helping you into the twist, helping you with your balance. Engage your inner thighs, ground into the front foot. Very slowly unwind, the same as you took yourself to your twist. Release the hands and inhale, bring them up. Option to keep them apart or option to bring the palms together, but we bend at the elbows. You either reach for the shoulders or reach for the nape. You could gaze straight ahead or you could challenge your balance by gazing up. We're trying to bring the elbows, keeping them actively reaching towards each other and upward. Taking a little back bend here. Then reach the arms up and forward. Set the fingers down in front of your front foot. Slide the back toes in. So with your fingers down, standing splits. Option 1, you pick up your back leg any amount, maybe to your warrior 3. Option 2, you fold your torso to your right thigh and extend actively your left leg higher. You could also bring your right hand to your calf or your ankle. How is the breath? Rebend into your standing leg, lightly step the left toes back. So keeping your fingers in front of your right foot, just pick up your back knee so that you can shift your front knee forward of your toes. If that's too intense for you, just keep it in a lunge with the hands frame the front foot. So we want to get into your ankle mobility here and also creating a nice opening into your back quad. So option 1, the back toes could stay down. Option 2, you could pick the foot up but make it active, so you actively work into the hamstring. If your front heel is lifted slightly, don't worry about it. Just actively see if you can press that heel down. Maybe the hips come a little forward, but keep the glutes working. And then set the back toes down, front heel down if it was lifted. Let's create a 1990 shape with our legs. Bringing the hands to your left thigh. Sorry, the right thigh. Actively reach and engage your left thigh forward like you're trying to press it through something and ground down into your front heel. With your hands to your right thigh, press them down and then roll the shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades together and begin to lift your chest. Think of this as almost a half camel ustrasana. You could gaze up or ahead. Bring the spine up, set your hands down to the mat and reach your right foot up for tiger pose. So imagine you have a little weight sitting on that foot, so keep that foot nice and active. Option 1, both hands stay down. Option 2, reach back with the left hand. Option 3, the hand finds the top of your right foot and the foot presses away and up into your hand. Chest is reaching down, creating a bow shape here. Release the hand down, release the foot, set the foot outside, off to your right, toes facing forward. Keep the back toes tucked and then bring yourself up. So the left hand comes to your hamstring or to your ankle, but we take the right arm up and back. So see how it feels with the hand to your hamstring first. Squeezing shoulder blades, reaching up and back. Maybe you find your heel. So it's half wide-legged, half ustrasana. Bring yourself up. Set your hands down. Swing this left toes inward so that you can sit yourself down. Keep the right leg out to the side. And then active into the heels, the toes lift. Left heel is in towards your groin. We're going to fold down the middle, but taking a shoulder stretch here. So eagle arms, right arm on top of left, find your shoulder blades. Option 1. Option 2, the backs of the hands meet, or 3, the palms meet. If your hands are meeting, lift up and away to engage into the upper back, to really pull and encourage those shoulder blades apart. You could stay up or fold any amount. Your next inhale, bring the spine up, open the arms. If you can, without the support, pick up that right leg, reach it forward, and then bring your arms underneath the hamstring. So you could stay here with the leg bent, or you could straighten the leg, or you might want to take hold of the heel and extend up for Kranchasana. So a variation of Kranchasana. So again, you could have your arms supporting the hamstring. The leg doesn't need to be straight, or you could play with straight. Or you have your heel. And then gazing up to your toes. Lifting the chest. Keep the chest lifted here so as to not round back. And then cross at your shins, hands down, step back to plank pose. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Reach the crown of the head forward and the heels back. Lower the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, push your chest through and up. Find cobra pose, Bhujangasana. And then hips back, hips up, downward facing. Inhale into your soft belly. Exhale, draw it in and up. Inhale to soft belly. Exhale, tighten your core. Inhale, get high on both feet. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, left thigh to chest. Exhale, step it up. Lower your back shin. Fingers frame the front foot. Front heel is down or lifted. If you're lifting, round the shoulders forward. Round the spine. Set the heel down. Shift the hips back, lift the toes, walk the hands back a moment. Have a bend as much as you need in that leg. And then reach the hands forward as much as you can. Drawing the belly in and up to make more space for the low back, for the rib cage to lift. Bring it forward again. Front heel down or lifted, round the spine. How is your breath? The heel comes down, the hips come back. Take your half splits. Bring it forward again. Stick with option 1 or option 2. Pick up the back knee. Actively press the heel back. Engage that back thigh. Front heel lifts or it stays down. Press the spine up. Inhale. Exhale, set it down. Half splits or pyramid. So half splits, knee down, or pyramid, knee up. Bring it forward one last time. Knee up, knee down, heel up or heel down. Round the spine. Heel down, hips back, half splits or long pyramid. Then rebend. Lower your back shin. Let's find revolved side angle. Left hand comes to your left thigh. Inhale, bring your right arm up. Exhale, stretch to the left. Keep that length in the side body as you twist to the left. Hook your tricep outside the thigh. Bring the hands together. Inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, twist a little more. Roll the left shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind. Keep your hands to heart. Just shuffle the front foot a little out to the left for your balance. Or you bring your hands down. Bring yourself up either way to high lunge, Asatrandrasana. Decide if you want to wiggle the back foot further back or take the front foot further out to the side, making more space for the hips. Excellent. Then with our gentle twist, left hand comes to your hamstring or outside the thigh. Right hand outside the left thigh. Gaze forward and down. Draw the belly in to engage. Find your balance and very slowly start twisting the upper body and your gaze to the left. Roll the left shoulder head back. Ground into your front foot. Keep your drishti. And then very slowly unwind the gaze, unwind the torso, release the hands. Nice, you did great. Bring the arms up. Either the hands stay apart or you bring them together. We bend at the elbows, reaching for the nape of our neck or the shoulders. Lifting the elbows up and back. Seeing if we can keep them from winging out to the side. Taking a little back bend here. You choose where your gaze is. Forward or up. Then bring the arms up and reach forward, lean forward, set your fingertips down in front of your left foot, slide the back toes in. So have a little bend in your left leg, ground into all four corners of that foot as you pick up for half splits. So it could be that you stay in a warrior three, checking that your thigh is facing down, not opening out. It could be that you fold the torso a little closer to your thigh and extend your back leg up as high as is possible for you. Left hand could come to the calf or the ankle. Rebend into your standing leg, lightly set your right toes down. Keep your fingertips in front of the front toes. Option one though, if you wanted to, you frame the foot and you take your lunge here. If you're keeping the hands in front, pick up the back knee, just move it forward slightly so that your front knee can start tracking your toes. If the front heel is lifted slightly, just keep aiming to bring it down. It doesn't need to touch. So you could stay here, or some of you might choose to pick up the back foot, activating into your hamstring, and then see how it feels to bring the hips a little further forward. If your back foot is lifted, set it down. Let's send the hips back to find a 90-90 lunge with the legs and set your hands to your left thigh. Actively pressing your right thigh forward like you're trying to press through a wall and grounding into your left foot. Squeeze the shoulder heads back, roll them back, shoulder blades together, lift the chest. Press the hands away into the thigh. Gaze up or forward. And then come up with the spine. Set your hands down, swing your left leg up for tiger pose. Now really reach and press the foot up. Option one, stay with both hands down. Option two, reach your right hand back. Option three, find the top of the foot, press the foot up and away into the hand, reaching the chest forward, still here. And then release, set your hand down, take the left leg out to the side, toes face forward. Tuck your right toes under, walk your hands in so you can come up. So preparing for a half wide-legged, half Ustrasana here. Right hand either comes to your calf, or your hamstring, or the heel. You find the option that works best for you. Left hand reaches up and back as you bring your shoulder blades together and elevate the chest. Set the hands down in front of you as you bring the spine up and swing your right foot inward and sit yourself down. Keep the left leg out to the side, right foot in towards your groin. Eagle arms, this side, left arm on top of right. Find the shoulder blades or the backs of the hands or the palms. If you have your hands meeting, lift up and reach forward. That actively opens into the upper body, into the shoulder blades. Stay here or we fold forward any amount. Keep the left leg nice and active. Kneecap to the quad to engage the leg. Heel down, reach the toes up. Lift on up. Open the arms, see if you can do it without hands. Pick up that left leg, swing it forward, keep it lifted, hook your left forearm underneath the hamstring. Your leg could stay bent or you might choose to extend. If you'd rather, take hold of the heel and then extend for Kranchasana heron pose variation. Really keep that chest nice and lifted, like you're trying to reach your chest up towards your toes. Draw the navel in to make space in the length of the torso and engage of the abdomen. And then rebend, cross at your shins, set your hands down as you roll over and step back to plank pose. Spread the shoulder blades, gaze forward, reach the heels back. Lower knees, chest and chin. Hold it here a moment. Reach the chest through and up, find cobra. Exhale, lower. Don't go to down dog. Let's take another stretch. So half frog pose, bringing your right forearm parallel to the top of your mat, and then tuck your right toe so your right kneecap lifts. Set your left thigh down and pick up the foot. Option 1, you could stay here. Option 2, reach for the foot and then press the foot into the hand. If you wanted to lift it up, you could make it more active in a half bow pose. Set it down, set the foot down, switch sides. Left forearm parallel, and then just set your right hand off to your side, tuck the left toes and lift the kneecap up here. Right thigh is down for a moment as you pick up the foot. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, reach for the foot either inside or outside, your choice. Press the thigh down, press the foot into the hand. Stay here or lift the thigh up. As you lift the thigh up, you're pressing the foot into the hand like you did in tiger. And then set it down. Set everything down. Rest your forehead. Rest your forehead on your arms. And then we'll take Shalabhasana, locust pose. So lower your chest down to the mat. Extend your arms alongside you, palms facing down. Bring your legs a little closer together. Press into the tops of the feet, bring the shoulder blades together, roll them down the spine. Now inhale, lift your head and shoulders. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the legs only. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift head and shoulders. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the legs. Exhale, lower. Switch between the two or hold both up on your inhale, lift it all up. Don't forget to exhale and inhale and maybe smile. Excellent. And then lower it down. Rest your head again on your hands or your forearms, or rest on one ear. Okay, very slowly bring yourself up. You might want to just watch the next pose before I talk you through it. So we're going to come into a balanced pose, so similar to how we started at the start of class, where we took a shorter, wider down dog and we sent more weight into one foot. Only this time we have the option to lift one leg, so like a three-legged down dog, and then maybe the opposite hand could reach back. It could even take the top of the foot, just like you do in your tiger pose. So take a look at the pose, and then if you choose not to accept the challenge today, because it's not what you're ready for, then you could take tiger pose again. So a shorter and wider down dog. Your down dog needs to be short enough that your heels can touch. Now sending the weight into the left, I pick up the right leg. The left hand then moves back, it's tented. It's between where my hand and foot would be. Then I need to bend my right leg and squeeze my heel to my glute. Option 1, you could stay. Option 2, you could reach your left hand back. 3, you might find the foot. So set it down, and then we would do it all on the other side. So if that's not for you, find your tiger pose. Bringing the right leg up, both hands down, or reach back with the left hand, or find the foot. I'll guide the side again. So let's find a shorter, wider down dog. So shorter and wider, shift more weight and your hips to the left. And then pick up the right leg. Bend the leg, squeeze the heel to the glute. If the heel is too far away, you aren't going to find the foot. Then send your hand, left hand back in the middle, and gaze in the middle of your mat. The gaze is everything. Now extend the hand back, stay there, or find the foot. So everything back down, and let's find a child's pose together before we take it to the other side. If you had wobbles, don't worry, embrace the wobbles. It's a challenging balance pose, and it's the decision of where you put your drishti, your focal point, to create your center of balance. For me, it works to look right in the middle. For you, it might be somewhere else on your mat. And it could be that you just play with the first stages. So take these moments in your child's pose to just observe a few moments of where the struggle was, if you even had any struggles. Was it just a balance? Was it tight calves? Maybe your focal point. Could you engage your core a little more? As and when you're ready, roll up the spine from your child's pose. And you could take tiger pose on the left side this time, reaching back or hands down or find the foot. Or with me, hands and feet as wide as the mat and a little shorter, down dog. So make sure your heels can touch down. Now send the weight into the right. Pick up the left leg. Bend the leg, squeeze the heel to the glute. Move your right hand back onto fingertips, gaze to the middle. Or gaze further back, stay here, or extend the hand back. Or maybe you find the foot. And press the foot into the hand and reach it up. Set the hand and foot down. Meet me in child's pose, big toes together, knees wide, sit the hips back. How did it go? No judgment, accept it for what it is. Remembering that every day we show up to a yoga practice, our body is different depending on how much sleep we've had, what we've eaten, what stresses we've had. And this is where we just show a little compassion for ourselves. And we could try it again another day. And maybe we notice where we have made some small improvements, where we have made some adjustments to navigate our way around it. It's the same with life. Walk the hands in, bring the spine up, swing your legs off to the side. Let's meet on our backs. So when you arrive, pick up the feet, take hold of your knees with your hands, and then send the knees away from you so your arms fully extend. With the big toes touching, take the knees wide, and then bring them in towards you, circle them away from you. It's just drawing circles of the knees. Excellent. Now hug around your shins. Lift your knee to your nose. And then extend, lower the shoulders, lower the legs. Let's try one last pose, one last back bend, fish pose. So set your arms or hands underneath your glutes. Bring the big toes to meet and point them away from you. Activate into your legs. And now squeeze the shoulder blades together so the chest begins to lift. You're pressing into your forearms. The more you press into your forearms, your chest lifts higher. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, you lift the shoulders up. Option 3, you lift more and come into the crown of your head. So you open into your throat chakra. If you're on the crown of your head, tuck the chin and then lower. Everyone lower together. Let's counteract this pose Bring both thighs in and give them a hug in your reclined child's pose. We've come to the end of our class and we'll prepare now for Shavasana. Ask yourself how you feel now compared to the start of your class. How does your front body feel? Your hamstrings and the strength of your back. Begin to extend your legs and arms out to the sides. Give yourself as much space as you need. Get blankets or pillows, paws if you want to grab some legs. Make yourself really comfortable in Shavasana today. As we begin to settle everything down, let's make the breath a little longer. Inhale for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now allow a natural flow. Your natural flow of breath as you relax the muscles, skin, joints, bones. Just let your whole body begin to weigh heavy onto your mat. Sink in. Feel grounded and feel safe. I want you to imagine or think of a place that you like to visit or where you like to be, where you feel peaceful, happy, content and safe. Maybe it's a place in nature, by the water or by hills and mountains, or in a forest. It could be in your own back garden. Or maybe it's the safety of your living room or your bedroom. Think of that place and then place yourself right there. In your Shavasana right now, visualize yourself lying there in this place that allows you to feel happy, safe, content and at peace. Let yourself be fully immersed in this vision. As you allow your mind and body to quieten in Shavasana. Acknowledging what sounds you might hear in this special place. Whether it's warm or cool, if the sun is shining, or if it's a little rainy, if you're outside. Really fully immerse yourself. As you start to bring yourself in, keep your eyes closed, just very slowly, slow mindful movements to breathing. And then take a full body stretch. Reach the arms overhead, point the toes away from you. Bend at your legs, roll to your side, pause there. Using using your hands, bring yourself up or meet in a seat. As always, I invite you to keep your eyes closed as we bring the hands together into Anjali Mudra and tip the chin to the chest. Gratitude for our mind, body, breath connection, sending love and light to everyone. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thumbs to third eye. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. I hope you are left now feeling nice and open and strong into your back, open into the front body and into your hamstrings, and just generally feeling wonderful. May you have a lovely day or evening wherever you are, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.